Yo, I am sick as freak today, so I will explain why smart money concepts can work and why it's not used by top traders instead of me resting. So, let's get into today's video. Yeah, I'm going to bed, bro. Whoa, wait, you can't go to bed. You have to post every week, you freaking donkey butt. So smart money concepts was originally found by Michael J. Huddleston, right?
Wrong.
Well, sort of. You see, in my time of research and taking time away from actually trading on my live account, I found that order flow is quite similar. Let me explain, alright? See this value area high? Oh yeah, this is not institutional data, by the way. This is probably what you call a liquidity sweep. However, in the AMT models or auction market theory models, this is where 68% of trades happen, not a liquidity sweep. However, if this were to break out and reverse immediately, this is a failed auction. However, you may call this the MMXM model or what you would call an ICT market maker model. Shout out to Mitch on TikTok, he commented about it. But how would you even be able to tell if it was a reversal or continuation in the first place? Some ICT traders would say displacement, but that's just not true. Okay, chill, stop. Let me explain again. This is like major news that spike up the market, and I believe that market makers who trade these tiny transactions in between the level 1 data you are seeing do not trade during that time. Correct me if I'm wrong, you know, I'm human, not a robot. Bro, oh my god, stop. So that's why it spikes so much up and down, because there's no passive liquidity. So displacement, or aka the bigger the candlestick, means
Absolutely nothing.
I mean, don't get me wrong, it can mean huge volume, but what's huge volume if you can't tell volume? Again, let me explain. Again, bro, you would need to pay for data if I'm going to be honest. Like, it's just non-negotiable. Since you're limited to level 1, which is candlesticks, level 2 is live orders, and level 3 is basically advanced institutional data for algorithms, or just elite traders in general. But don't be fooled, most people need level 2. Institutional just is another level you can reach, but don't know how to use it to execute actual orders. But you can definitely learn. So with level 1, it's impossible practically. You would just need to trade at a specific time and have multiple filters. That's why ICT traders can be profitable and make a lot of money. It's because people can have a specific time, a specific strategy, and also high risk to reward is extremely crucial. However, many professionals do not prefer this because of many possibilities. Like what happens if max drawdowns happens, or what happens if losses came first. So yeah, it's pretty constrained on time, precision, and definitely your strategy. If you heard 80% of strategies work, allow me to say it probably doesn't. The strategy you use should have 2 of 3 things in my opinion, and shouldn't be on the internet to not meet alpha decay for maximum performance. If you do trade smart money concepts, the 2 of 3 things is the time of when you trade. Optionally, for more optimization and flexibility to run simulations for this back-tested strategy is recommended. Oh, and did I mention the buying pressure to see who's in control of the market right now? However, if you can really find an edge in one of the most competitive industries in the world from candlesticks, good for you, man, that's awesome. But if you're still stuck like the 90% of traders, I am too simulating a paper trading to profitability with assuming a regular person would do with no investments into higher data, hiring an actual concept used by top traders, order flow, and also crashing out in the process because I am human. So with that being said, that's how I believe ICT can work. If you disagree or such, leave a comment, I'll respond for sure. Thanks, bye.